Of course, every local knows no stop to Hilo is complete without a stop at Ken's Pancake House. So good. I would say that Ken's House of Pancakes is legendary on the Big Island, especially in Hilo. And so I can't wait to hear the story about how you two came to run this business. So take me back to the beginning.
Deb's father, Lindy, had approached me. He had heard that there's a restaurant for sale on the Big Island. I've always thought that if we ever had a child, we were just newly married, that Hilo would be a nice place to raise a child. Anyways, I came down here to take a look, and it's hard to step into a place like Ken's and not notice something very strange, and that is orange naga hide. You don't find orange naga hide anywhere on Oahu. This was a step back into the 50s, I think, and
yet that was the early
change.
90s.
That was the early 90s. That was 1990, actually, and I went back and told Deb about it, and she came with me the next time, and anyways, here we are.
And the orange naga hide stayed.
We actually bought more.
You did. Somebody still sells it.
Yeah, they're still doing
And what did you think about it when he had this idea? Let's move to Hilo and take over a pancake house.
What? We had just finished remodeling a home we bought after getting married. We just finished. But it's the best move I've made. I'm so glad to be here.
You love Hilo.
I love Hilo, yes. The people, the place, everything's so easy to get here and there. The simple sophistication of this town. You know, we don't have beaches, but we have beautiful lava to explore and ponds and stuff. I love it. First year was a long, trying one because we were learning the business, learning the staff. We decided to take on Ken's 24 hours, feeling that we weren't going to have children.
And then lo and behold, you got pregnant.
We moved to Hilo, and boom, here's our child. So we were juggling quite a bit. At the
Blessings
beginning.
all over the place.
Blessings all over,
Yeah.
yes.
What was business like then compared to now?
The locals really loved it here. They were our bread and butter back then, and they're our bread and butter to this day. But the menu has changed since then. There was like a 2-page menu at that time. Now it's a 6-page menu.
What is your most popular breakfast item?
It would be our omelets.
And what about dinner item? Is there a popular one that's more popular than others?
Our oxtail stew is quite popular. So is the tripe stew. That's the sumo that you just heard there.
Have you heard about our sumo? Oh, when we have these large dishes, there's the sumo burger, the sumo men, and when someone orders it,
Ordering, tickets up!
we ring a ship bell, ding, 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 and a gong, dong, and everybody in the house goes, sumo! And sometimes
The customers know it now too. They start yelling. Everybody in the kitchen yells.
It reminds me of the trough at Faro.
exactly, that's where I got it. That's where I got the idea from. All you can eat tacos. So our prime rib night is popular. Hawaiian plate night on Thursday. All you can eat spaghetti. So it keeps things interesting, you know.
Which one of you is the good cook?
Hands down.
Which one of you is the better manager? Oh! That's good.
We have our areas that are better.
Make up each other's shortcomings.
If I screw up, I blame her. So
What do you think it is that keeps Ken so successful for so long? Because before you took on the business, it's been here since the early 70s.
I think one of the most important things that we do is, which we really stress, and every restaurant stresses, I'm sure, is consistency. If you came here and had it 10 years ago and you want it now, it better be the same. And that's pretty much what we really stress in our kitchen. Everything remains the same. There's items on the menu that I do not like, but others do, but I don't change them for that purpose. Because consistently people love what it is, so we leave things alone.
And then our staff.
Our
And the
staff.
service. I mean, it's like coming home when people walk in, the waitresses know what they want before they even sit down, you know. Remember names, remember children's names, remember what they ordered when they're visiting from the mainland. Staff is wonderful. And because many of them have been with us as long as we've been here, it takes care of itself, you know.
What about the character and the flavor of the design and everything? What's important for you to protect?
the comfort.
I was just going to say the comfort.
Yeah,
Yes.
the comfort.
About being open 24 hours, there always comes the question, is it worthwhile for us to stay open? And we always don't even have to think about it. Yes, it is, because it's a community service. This is a safe place. And I've seen people driving in from Kona can come anytime. They know we're open. Say you have an emergency at the hospital, family needs to get together, they come here, we serve a purpose. It's not a matter of profit, it's a matter of community service.
Oh, I love that.
So, we have a thinner staff, but it works.
So, in more than 20 years of running this business, one significant thing has changed. You're no longer married, but it appears to me that you're great friends. So you have to explain to me how this running a business together works after you get divorced.
I wish we knew.
Well, I always said living and loving are two different things. I love him, we don't want to live with each other, so.
We're both alphas, and it gets kind of tough to be in the same house with each other.
You're an inspiration to a lot of people, I think.
Well, we recognize that. A lot of people don't recognize that.
Well, it's kudos to you that you remain such great business partners and friends through all that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you've ventured off into something new in the last 3 years, too.
Yes, we
Tell us
did.
about that.
Back in 2009, a wonderful opportunity came to us, and that was the old Harrington's restaurant right down the road. It's so lovely that it's right down the road. We just do our spins every day, several times a day. And we were lucky enough to obtain it and been working on it real hard for the past 3 years. And it's a fine dining steak and lobster restaurant, the koi pond, and beautiful setting out on the water.
And what about your thoughts for the future? Any plans for any more expansion or new developments?
We get people calling us in Kona and Volcano and, KL, please open, but I'm happy. We've got a full plate right now.
We have a few thoughts, but at least I do. I'm always looking.
When you own a restaurant, what's the biggest challenge to making a profit?
The cost of food, utilities, labor. We cannot control utilities. We can control our food, but it's constantly going up because of shipping and everything. Labor, we controlled that by having fewer people. When we started, we had 95 people. Now we have 65, and everybody does a little bit of everything.
What would be your advice for someone who's thinking about getting into the restaurant business
Don't
in
do it.
Hawaii? Actually, a lot of people say that. That's why you're such an amazing success story, because
Well, it's good if you have a few years behind you. I see a lot of people starting. We have both been through so many startups here, or people trying to mimic what we do, the 24-hour situation, and all have failed. And it's sad because when a business is open in Hilo, everybody goes, oh no, it's going to be bad for you guys at Ken's and this and that. I'm going, no, it's actually going to be good for us because more people will come out. They have more choices. It helps us. But to see them fail is really sad.
what would you say is the passion that keeps you coming back so many years and doing this over and over?
People, our staff, our customers. I love it. There's not a dull moment. There's a lot of drama, a lot of issues, but it's not dull. I feel very, very, very blessed with the staff that we have. That just, thank you, God. Yeah.
How much longer will you two keep doing this? Did I just ask the $1 million question?
Yes.
There's times I'd say tomorrow's it. No. It's
As long as we're
enjoy
healthy.
it. Yeah. As long as we're healthy, this is it.
Because I love it.